So another thing that you mentioned is your RTA background. You, having been on the board 8 years, you probably have a fair grasp of how that system works and how the city's other forms of transportation work together to create one transportation system. Do you think that currently Corpus Christi's transportation system is effective and sufficient enough to meet the needs of the city, and how would you improve it?
Well, the first answer is no. I really don't think that we're there. What have you? I think a couple of things are we need to be more pedestrian friendly. You know, right now we've got a big issue facing us is the scooters. You know, the scooters, I think hopefully we don't become big bureaucrats now, because we looked just this Tuesday with regard to entering into an arrangement with the providers to be able to charge a fee to utilize the right of way. So that way we can utilize that money for infrastructure improvements or whatever the case is. But my challenge is, and some of the questions I asked, is that we need to address safety and we need to address a pedestrian-friendly environment. And so I don't think that we've worked closely enough with our MPO, our Metropolitan Planning Organization, to ensure that we're working together with the Transit Authority, working together with, having bicycle mobility, working together to have a more pedestrian-friendly community is a safer community because more people are outside. If we just provide an environment where we get in our cars and we go park at our destination, then number one, parking is a waste of real estate, okay? But it's a necessity because of the amount of cars that we have, what have you. So if we were to have a better public transportation system that's easy to use, it's just very difficult because when the system was incepted, I guess almost 40 years ago, maybe 35 years ago, you had a community that said, hey, we need to have its own system, and we want to go out to the rural areas to ensure somebody from Bishop could come to Corpus Christi, somebody from Port Aransas. And that's very expensive. Corpus Christi, the Regional Transportation Authority covers about 800 square miles. And to give you an example, Dallas system is only 700 square miles. So part of that is because there's more population density. So the system's more efficient because people are closer to each other. They charge a lot more, about almost twice as much, about $1 more. We get about half a cent of every sales tax goes to help fund the RTA. In Dallas, it's a full penny. So you're able to have a more robust system that provides more public transportation. Of course, they've got rail, and then that's funded a different way. And I'm not saying we turn into a Dallas, but I'm just saying that we need to look at it more from a global perspective to be able to move everybody. And the median income here locally is lower than most communities, so public transportation is important to get those people to work. And the scooters are a part of that. You see somebody in a Whataburger uniform on the south side using a scooter to get to work versus before they had to walk, or maybe they couldn't manage to schedule the RTA. I know it's public transportation is a big passion of mine, and I think we need to really work on our planning to ensure that we're serving every person in the community, no matter what socioeconomic level they are.